socks, especially being a runner. These socks are the original copper socks. These are the socks that were started by Tommy Copper, where one pair sells for $24.50. I've seen them in retail, you've seen them in retail, $24.50, because it's not only copper, it's copper and compression. So you just choose, first of all, men or women's, and then do you wanna go ahead and pick this up in the white or the multicolor? And then in the men's, we have it for you in the black and the multicolor.
That's exactly right. So the multi for the women's is right here.
Oh,
so
there's the women's,
the white,
yes.
the aqua, and the fuchsia that you get. So it's a set of 3 in the multi, or you can do a set of 3 in just the white. Then, as you just mentioned, for the men's, the multi is black, red, and navy. Now, the sizing is small, medium, large. So you order by your shoe size. And of course, if you're ordering online, that's very obvious, or calling in, it's very helpful. But I want you to understand, these are different socks. These aren't like the normal socks that you're putting in the Christmas stocking. And it is, by the way, the #1 gift to give it's the Christmas season, which is why I'm wearing my Santa hats, because Santa likes to bring people socks. But when you bring them these socks, they're going to be something different. This sock is patented. When was the last time you gifted or received or purchased for yourself a sock that was patented, a sock that helps to support your feet, a sock that actually helps your feet feel better? Hard to believe, but it's literally all weaved right into this.
Okay, we're gonna go through the sizing real quick. I slipped these on earlier when we met in the green room. I was blown away. Retail, and if you're a runner or anybody who loves like compression socks, you know, to help your feet, you know, one pair of these, $24 for
Yes,
one pair.
one pair.
You get 3 pairs tonight. You just choose men's, women's, and either the white, the black, or the multicolor. You can't go wrong. So the sizing on this is small on women's. Right there, you see that. Size is 4 to 6.5. Medium size 7 to 9.5. Large is 10 to 12.5. That's in our women's. Now in the men's, just to point out, we're gonna share that with you. Small, 6 to 8.5. And then you've got the medium, whoop, there we are, 9 to 11.5. And then the large is 12 to 14.5. This sock is the biggest game changer in compression socks.
It's all about the technology that's built in the sock. It is fashion meeting function here for us. When you talk about this sock, this was invented by Tommy Copper. A lot of us know Tommy Copper out there. So Copper Life is a fashionable but yet sensible portion of the Tommy Copper brand. Tommy was in a water skiing accident. He ended up in the hospital. That's what happened. They told him to go home and wear compression socks. Well, what happened is he couldn't get them on himself. So he decided to create his own compression socks and then put the patented copper technology built inside of them. So these are allowing for recovery of your feet. Listen to what I'm saying. When I say they're going to help your feet feel better, it's about the recovery time of those muscles. Your muscles and your feet are gonna bounce back faster. It's about relief of aches and pains and soreness in your feet.
Say that again.
It's relief. It's relieving the aches. It's relieving the pains. It's relieving the soreness. If you come home at the end of the day and you might be in your cute little Christmas dress and the first thing you want to do is pop off those high heels because your feet are hurting, pop these on. If you decide to wear boots with your cute little outfit to work, put these on underneath your boots and nobody will know. Wear them running, wear them walking, wear them to yoga, wear them everywhere you're going, because they are helping to give your feet relief of the aches, pains, and soreness. By the way, they also happen to be moisture wicking, so they're keeping your feet dry. They have the anti-odor technology that's patented and built inside of this thanks to that copper, so they can wash after wash after wash. It's not going to wash out, so they will continue to smell good. And they have that 4D stretch, which you can see right around here. So notice this. This is actually the 4D stretch. They stretch in every direction. It's like a warm hug to your foot, okay? It's a compression sock, but it's a gentle hug. It's about a medium strength compression. It's not super soft, but it's strong enough you'll feel it, although it's not going to be so strong that it's uncomfortable for you. But yet what it's doing is when you actually turn it around, it's supporting your arch and your Achilles right
I will
here.
tell you right now, being a runner, and I told Laura I was embarrassed to say what I paid for one pair of socks that had compression. It didn't have the copper technology in it. This is a patented sock. If you are someone right now and your feet hurt throughout the day, you've got the aches and pains in your feet, there is nothing like this copper compression sock. And normally one pair, one is $24. You're getting 3 of these, and nobody knows that you're wearing compression. Nobody knows that you're wearing, they're not thick, heavy, but the minute you put these on, I will tell you, I wish these were around when I went to that running store to buy socks, because this is what I really needed, that light compression, that copper to help. And again, we can say this is a big claim. We can relieve aches and pains and muscle soreness just by changing your sock. The #1 giftable item for the entire holiday season. So if you halfway through the day say, why are my feet hurting? Oh, now my ankles. Everything stems from your feet. If you're someone right now standing and you're like, my back hurts, my knees hurt, my ankles hurt, don't forget, everything starts from the bottom up on us. Start with your socks. When I say this is one of the biggest game changers, and I know I'm getting very serious and passionate about a sock.
No, but it's true.
I will tell you, this will change the way you feel. Standing, walking, running, everything that you're going to do. Not just the aches and pains that you're having in your feet, but everywhere else. And you get a 3-pack. In the retail market, one is $24.
That's exactly right. It's just a couple dollars more. It's $24.50 on our website at Tommy Copper. So it's less than a couple dollars more, right? And I was amazed when I was researching it because there are so many other socks out there that are sports socks that can be double this price too. So it's really interesting. So with Copper Life, what you're actually getting, and remember, this is Tommy Copper, the division of Tommy Copper's brand for Copper Life is recovery. We're recovering those muscles. So when you are feeling sore and tired at the end of the day and your feet are killing you, we're helping those muscles recover. We're giving you relief from the aches and the pains and the soreness. They are moisture wicking built inside of here. It's a patented sock. So that technology that's here isn't inside of other socks. It may look like the normal sock that Santa's gonna bring you, but it's not the normal sock. And so when you put this in somebody's Christmas stocking or it's underneath the tree, when they wear that, expect a phone call. Expect a text message because they are going to thank you when they wear them and they realize their feet feel so much better. If you're somebody, I have some swelling issues in my legs, unfortunately, especially when I travel and when I'm on my feet a lot. So I have to wear compression socks. And one of the things about those compression socks is they can be really, really hard to get on. With these, I want you to see, they're just like normal socks getting on. But when you put them on, you feel that medium strength come